Well, you heard it here first. The job market is so bad, economists are warning that the economy no longer demands economists, in what economists are calling an ominous sign for the economy. According to data from the American Economic Association, the number of job openings available to PhD economists in the American economy has almost halved over the past 6 years, from over 3,000 positions on offer in 2019, before the pandemic, to just 1,700 last year. The economists studying this data highlighted 3 reasons for this decline. The first was public funding cuts to schools and universities that typically employ research economists. As the money has dried up, the economics departments at these schools have had to be more economical with their hiring and research ambitions. This is particularly bad for young economics graduates because a university research posting was typically the first step in a career before either branching out into working for the government on policy advice for public good, or working for large firms to figure out how to take advantage of those policies to maximize private sector profits.
It's all a fugazi. You know what a fugazi is?
Government departments like the Bureau of Labor Statistics, the Census Bureau, and the Fed, which were once well stocked with career economists, have also had their budgets slashed as nobody wants robust data killing the vibes. The second reason the economy is demanding fewer economists is because there were just too many of them to begin with. For decades, earning a PhD in economics was seen as an almost foolproof way to land a relatively lucrative career somewhere. Between the government, universities, banks, consulting firms, tech companies, think tanks, and other financial institutions, everybody wanted to be able to say that their economists predicted in various press releases. What people are discovering now is that you can just say that without paying some glorified statistician 6 figures a year. In the past, it was not unheard of for economists to change their opinions to land a job at something like a politically aligned think tank. They didn't really want flawless analysis, they just wanted someone who sounded smart to torture the data until it said something they wanted to hear. So, as sector layoffs hit, a lot of companies are questioning why they are paying a professional salary for the same analysis they could get on the front page of Reddit. Economists have not had the best track record with reliably predicting major events anyway. I mean, they keep saying the housing market will fix itself, but here I am, recording in my parents' home. For think tanks and tech companies that wanted to craft a narrative by lying with statistics, they have also found they can just do that anyway. The regular media isn't going to question how robust their statistical methodology was as long as there's a good headline in it. The third thing killing off the poor economists is AI. It turns out, if you want something that can collect a lot of data, smush it together, and then regurgitate it in a somewhat agreeable manner, AI and economists really are very interchangeable. A lot of entry-level roles at the organizations hiring economists were typically filled with day-to-day tasks like organizing big data sets, collecting information, and creating basic functions to parse through data for more senior researchers. It wasn't glamorous work, but it did give them exposure to the field. But today, that same kind of grunt work can be done faster and more economically by off-the-shelf LLMs. Now, what happens in 20 years when there are no senior economists because nobody hired any junior economists? Well, the economists are still modeling this out. But in the meantime, make sure to subscribe to the Daily Disinformation, voted America's most reliable news source by 7 out of 8 surveyed future economists.